I first heard about Expedition 33 through a Facebook group I'm a part of. This was back in April, and people were calling it the best turn-based RPG in years. Maybe ever. I hadn't seen any promotion and had no idea it existed, but the buzz was undeniable. So I gave it a shot. After finishing it, all I can say is, wow. Let's check it out. Expedition 33 marked Sandfall Interactive's debut title. This French indie studio fuses blockbuster production quality with creative freedom. Much of the imaginative vision behind the game can be credited to the creative director, Guillaume Broche. This guy's pretty chill, and one of his favorite games is Final Fantasy VIII. Ah, Final Fantasy VIII, the only game where a high school full of emo teens with magic felt oddly relatable. I saw Squall and thought, yup, that's me, emotionally unavailable with a gunblade. JRPGs are known for their strong storytelling, often focusing on a small group of heroes confronting a world-ending threat. A common mechanic is turn-based combat, a strategic back and forth where players and enemies trade moves like a tactical tennis match. It may sound simple, but many games in the genre are surprisingly deep and complex. If you're into classic JRPGs, what's your favorite? And why is it Chrono Trigger? Surrounded by nothing but sea and silence, Lumiere is a lonely island city reminiscent of fallen Paris. For 67 years, its people have suffered the Gamage, a yearly ritual that turns the inhabitants of Lumiere to ash. You might be wondering what causes the Gamage. Well, it's the Paintress, a mysterious figure who stands atop a towering monolith in the distance. Every year the number falls, and everyone above that age meets the same fate. In a desperate fight for survival, magic wielders are sent on expeditions to combat the Paintress, and it's from here that the story begins. Players first meet Gustav, an engineer fueled by the hope of defeating the Paintress. Optimistic and determined, he serves as the expedition's emotionally grounded leader. He shares a strong bond with Maëlle, more like a big brother than a teammate, always looking out for her and committed to completing the mission. But as the journey unfolds, his optimism begins to unravel. The harsh reality sets in, giving rise to misgivings and self-doubt. Eventually, Gustav finds himself questioning everything, the mission, the sacrifice, and whether any of it is truly worth it. Gustav reminds me of that one Mike Tyson meme. I never could see his uppercut. Maëlle is a small bird trapped in an enchanting cage, cradled in beauty, yet yearning for freedom. When her best friend sets off on a perilous journey, she follows, driven by loyalty and an unshakable longing for adventure. As she faces danger and hardship, she grows more aware of the world around her and begins to realize she's just one part of something far greater than herself.
You do that, we both die.
Ah, Lune. What's there to say about Lune? A lot, actually. Lune's the party's sole mage. She's pragmatic, rational, and logical to a fault. She and Gustav couldn't be more different. They're on opposite ends of the emotional spectrum, like the sun and the moon, each balancing the other in their own way. Their relationship forms a compelling dynamic that's both engaging and thought-provoking. And honestly, I found myself genuinely rooting for them both. She can come off a bit crass at times, but the developers did a great job smoothing out her rough edges and revealing a playful side that oozes off-screen. Beneath that tough exterior, there's a hint of a childlike curiosity that I found surprisingly endearing. One thing about Lune, she's not afraid to show the bottoms of her feet. Throughout my playthrough, she was always the last one standing, like she read the script and refused to die. Ciel is an outgoing and formidable warrior whose skill set quickly becomes essential endgame, at least for me anyway. Despite a tragic past, she embraces life with fearless energy, something many of us can relate to. At times, she comes across as indifferent or casually detached, nonchalant, but in a world steeped in melancholy and dread, her presence feels like a breath of fresh air. Oh, she also wields the coolest weapon in the game. I mean, look at it. And then there's my boy Monoko, basically a caffeine-addicted chaos gremlin in a fancy kilt. Dude loves fighting so much, I'm convinced he thinks Inner Peace is a boss he hasn't beaten yet. He speaks in DLC, dry, limited, and costing syllables. For decades, JRPGs have a knack for throwing quirky, oddball characters right into the heart of the main party. I've never questioned why, it's just tradition, I guess. I mean, especially this character. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Is it Kina? Queena? I mean, what the fuck? Monoko's playstyle is one of a kind. Imagine if Queena Kina got lost on The Price is Right and started spinning that giant wheel, praying for power buffs instead of that new dishwasher. Monoko starts off with little skills. He earns them the old-fashioned way, by collecting the feet of his enemies. I said what I said. Each turn, a wheel on the right side of the screen spins at random, dishing out boosts like extra damage, debuffs, or support spells. One last thing about Monoko, Lune better watch her feet.
My, what lovely feet.
Let's dive into Expedition 33's battle system. It's turn-based, taking clear cues from classic JRPGs. No random encounters either, just walk up and strike an enemy to kick off the fight. You can only bring 3 characters into battle at a time. If they're knocked out, your backup squad jumps in and picks up right where the fight left off. Each party member plays differently, all with their pros and cons. On top of that, the deep ability and skill system lets you customize each character to match your playstyle, fine-tuning their kit to maximum efficiency. I had a great time playing every character, and their high-end skills? Absolutely jaw-dropping to watch. Even when it's not your turn, you can't just sit back and relax. You need to have your wits about you, ready to dodge, parry, or counter at a moment's notice. These in-between actions are fast, but the game gives you clear visual and audio cues. Nailing the timing is everything. Boss fights are like giant drama queens. Spot the pattern, dodge the tantrum, and they're down for the count. Also, the music in this game is pure S tier. Nothing like getting your butt kicked to the soaring chaos of heart-pounding French orchestra. Expedition 33 really made an impression in gaming this year. It modernized the classic JRPG battle system and hooks you with memorable characters who have everything at stake. The landscapes are brokenly beautiful, reflecting both the hope we all cling to and the darkness we carry inside. The story delivered everything I hoped for. It's well written with a tight script, packed with moments that keep you hanging on every word. It's personal and powerful from start to finish. As I played, I couldn't help but notice how much lore and mystery is tucked into the background, especially in the side quests. They're not just about rewards. They give you a deeper look into the world and why the characters are the way they are. And a lot of it may surprise you. Expedition 33 didn't just meet my expectations, it blew past them. This game is an absolute must-play, and it's no surprise it's being praised as a Game of the Year contender. Check out Clair Obscur Expedition 33 on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.